straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and fishing this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Off the play fake, here's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. There he goes, left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right? And this throw will be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. In motion right is Wilson. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. This is taken at the 18. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's May. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's on his way. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Straight ahead is Hall. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hall again. And he's got some space here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A handoff for Hall, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They dialed up the RPO on 4th down. Turned out to be a very wise call.
Actually gave themselves plenty of options with that call, and he chose the correct one.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. A check down complete to Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And Mike Williams is a big receiver, used to making big plays. And the Jets, they pounced on the opportunity to add him this offseason, despite the fact he's coming off of an injury-shortened season. But make no mistake about it, when healthy, he's a type of big-bodied weapon who can take this star-studded offense to a whole other level.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 10. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ryland on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking to throw, May. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Patriots send out their punter. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Give to Hall running right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with next.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Drake May taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll increase their lead to